Have you ever showed up the first day at your new job and uncertain of where to go or who to ask for or feel anxious and lost? Never been properly introduced to your coworkers or found yourself a month on the job and still unable to operate the office equipment? Developing an effective employee orientation program is important, as human resource expert Brown 2007 conveyed that it educates new employees on the values, rules, regulations, rewards, history, and colleagues within the organization in order for them to become adjusted to their job and the working environment and motivate and establish positive job attitude. Effective employee orientation program is important as it serves as a foundation in educating new employees on the values, rules, regulations, rewards, history, and colleagues of the organization. Marcus and Schreiber 2010 shares that on the first day on the job for a new employee, the first building blocks to be laid during the orientation process must involve providing detailed information about the organization's mission, vision, values, policies, and procedures, and job-specific orientation, which informs them of their duties, responsibilities, goals, and current priorities of his assigned department. This is in order to develop achievable job expectations and decrease future role conflict. Moreover, the process of orientation starts from the first day you walk in that door. You are given the opportunity to meet the employees of the organization by formally being introduced to them and given a tour of the facilities. This process serves as a feeling of belonging, it is welcoming, and reduces anxiety. Klein and Weaver, as cited in Acevedo and Yancey 2011, shared that educating new employees about the history and goals of the organization is extremely important as it gives them a sense of direction. Secondly, an effective orientation program will assist employees to get adjusted to their job and the working environment. Some researchers stressed that the objective of any orientation process is to facilitate new employees to transition smoothly into the working environment and to empower them to respond effectively to new responsibilities. Bear 2010 pointed out that new employees will adjust to their jobs by creating better working relationships as the process of orientation clarifies expectations and objectives, which in turn improves performance. This program also assists employees to make positive changes, leading to employee feeling valued, boosting their commitment, and increased attendance. Lastly, an effective employee orientation program motivates and establishes positive job attitude. Mesmer 2000 clarified that one way organizations can make their work environment appealing to new hires is by designing a formal orientation program that establishes positive employee attitudes towards their position, management, colleagues, and the company itself. His findings suggested that an overwhelming 83% of the respondents said that formal orientation programs are effective in retaining and motivating personnel, which permits them to perform well. Brown 2007 emphasizes that an organization must start with the basics where the new associate must know what to expect as people become productive sooner if they are firmly grounded in the basic knowledge they need in order to understand their job. When employees are poorly oriented about the organizational structure, what the organization represents, and the organizational goals and standards, they are motivated to execute their tasks, yielding positive employee attitude. On the contrary, Brown 2019 expressed that orientation is not valued by the new worker as they complain that it is overwhelming, boring, or they are left to sink or swim. Brown 2019 added that new employees are expected to execute and be familiar with too much information, which are dumped on them in a short period of time, with the end results being a confused, unproductive and unsuccessful new employee likely to resign within a year. NDSAVA 2017 research findings indicated that being bored and overwhelmed during orientation and lack of sufficient time allocated for orientation has affected employee performance. However, Williams 2010 reminds us that an orientation program aims to ensure that all new employees receive support, a cordial welcome, and an all-encompassing training with the goal to decrease turnover rate, increase workers' independence, and contributes to a high likelihood of employee success. Salaofalola and Akinbode 2014 findings established that orienting new employees through proper training saves time, money, and increased productivity. Kumar and Pansari 2015 suggested that an effective orientation program provides a foundation for stronger employee engagement, which in turn increases employee performance. Bureau 2010 indicated that presently about 93% of organizations utilize some type of new employee orientation, either face-to-face or online. In conclusion, an effective employee orientation program is essential and beneficial in the workplace as new employees acquire a clear idea about the values, rules, regulations, rewards, history, and colleagues. It assists employees to understand their roles and responsibilities, allowing them to integrate well in the working environment, and it motivates and establishes positive job attitude. Thank you.